Enjoy it out here. Love it. Like it. It seems safe, you know? It doesn't seem like there's that much crime. Except for last night, we tried to get some White Castle downtown. And, yeah, well, none of you told me. Yeah, we also didn't ask. We were hungry. We had done 2 shows. It was late, and our hotel's down there. And I was like, "Oh, baby, have you been to White Castle?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "It's gonna be a treat." And boy, was it! It was a treat. We pulled in. Oh my goodness, what a circus of humanity was going on out there! Wow. Ripley's Believe It. It's not happening right now. It was crazy. As soon as we pulled in, a dude was pulling out. He had just gotten his food. He gets out of his car and just pees. He was clearly intoxicated. He had just gotten his food, and he just put the hazards on in the drive-thru lane, because you don't want anyone to ram into you, you know? Put his hazards on, just came out. My fiance saw that and goes, "He's peeing! He's peeing!" I'm like, "Yep, yeah, he is." And then he wanted to get back into the car and leave, but he couldn't because there's a dude in a wheelchair missing a leg just blocking his exit. And then so now the peeing guy's honking at the dude in the wheelchair without a leg. And then Emma goes, "Can we get out of here?" And I'm like, "We can't. He's blocking us too." I've never seen a dude in a wheelchair block 2 cars going 2 different directions, but he did it good. White Castle. Downtown Louisville. Go somewhere else, you know. Should have hit the suburbs a little bit. Went to a Waffle House. I used to I was like, "Look at all these towels. What am I supposed to do with all of them?" I was in Seattle recently, and I didn't have a hotel booked. I waited to the last minute. I got a Hotwire thing, like, you know, you can get a good deal last minute. I got a room for $40, and I found that is too cheap. Everything should be more than $40. Every room anywhere. Your own mother should charge you more than $40 to crash on the couch for a night. It was such a bad situation. I went in, and this is how I was welcomed to the hotel. The lady behind the counter was yelling at somebody to get out. She was like, "No, you paid with cash. I don't have a card on file. Either you bring us more cash or get out." And I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. So I'm just standing there with my credit card and driver's license waiting for my turn. And as I'm waiting, a lady walks in. She brought 2 kids. And she's like, "Can I get a job application? I'd like to clean the rooms." And I'm like, "What?" So now I got a tear coming down. And to add a trifecta to this situation, there was an elderly man in a wheelchair. He was missing a leg. And he's just aimlessly doing donuts in the lobby. Just not really going anywhere. Just kind of doing donuts. And I'm standing there looking at all this, and I'm like, no way. There's no way. She's over there yelling, "Get out!" She's over here, "Can I get an application?" This poor old man, sans leg, just doing donuts. My wife and I, we voted for Hillary, and that didn't work out. I don't know if you guys got the news. That did not. That pony did not place. We tried. We tried. Everyone in my neighborhood is sad, and they're hoping he fails. I'm not. I'm rooting for him because I live here. That's my reason for rooting for him. I hope he doesn't do all the crazy stuff he said, but I'm rooting for him because it's weird to root against the president of the country you live in. That's like rooting against your parents. And then coming home and being surprised the fridge is empty. That's like, yeah, you booed Mom and Dad enough, and now there's no Sunny D. How do you feel about it? I'll be honest, I'm still nervous. I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous. Because historically, nothing good has ever happened when the rednecks are happy. I'm not saying that can't change in the next 4 years, but in our history, that's never been the case. In our history, anytime there's a bunch of people going, "Woohoo!" that's followed by centuries of the rest of us going, "We are so sorry. Those people were out of line. I apologize. They are no longer in charge." We're so divided. I can feel it this year. Everyone just picked a side and went, ugh. Doesn't matter who you voted for, we all just look at each other like, there's one of them. Look at his stupid face. His stupid face, yeah. It's so weird. I blame the internet. I blame Facebook, social media. I don't think we're all supposed to know each other. I don't think we're all supposed to be connected. I don't think that was ever the plan. Because it ruined things. You can't have acquaintances anymore. Remember acquaintances? They're people you kind of knew. And that was it. His name's Rich. He works at the hardware store. We talk about sports. And that is all you knew about Rich. And it was fine. And that's all you needed to know about Rich. But no more. Now you got to be friends with Rich on Facebook. And you're like, oh my God. Rich is in the Ku Klux Klan. I had no idea. I thought he just loved the Chargers, but no, there's more. And he's a high-ranking member. He's wearing a purple robe. He's not a foot soldier. He's doing their bookkeeping. This was unexpected. So weird. I did some adult things this year. I did do that. I fixed a toilet at my house, which I'm really proud of. Thank you. Yeah, most people are like, who cares? Well, you don't know enough about me, all right? I grew up without a dad, and I've rented my entire life, okay? You don't fix things when you rent. Let me tell you homeowners about that. You don't fix things when you rent. You work around them until the lease is up, and then you go rent a new place with a working whatever that is. That's how it works. But my wife she didn't grow up that way. So I came home from the road, and she's like, the toilet's hissing. And I'm like, okay, well, we got 3 more months. And then we'll find a place without a hissing toilet. And she goes, you gotta go fix it. And well, why me? That's sexist. Why do I have to go? Neither of us know how to use that Stanley tool set your mom bought us for Christmas. Like, why do I have to go? That's not fair. But she's like, you got it. So I went in there. And by the way, it wasn't a bowl issue. Any idiot with forearms can fix a bowl issue. I was working in the tank, all right? That's the motherboard of the toilet. People make a living off of working in the tank, all right? They go to community college for a couple years to learn how to work in the tank. That's just not anybody off the street messing around in the tank in there. I don't know if you flipped a tank open recently. How archaic is that business in there? Has that ever been updated? They just made one invention on the toilet tank and like, yeah, we're good forever. That'll be good. That ought to work for the rest of the time. I looked in there. It looked like an erector set from the 50s. That's what it looked like in there. Or it reminded me of that board game Mousetrap. Remember Mousetrap? That's what's in there. You hit the lever, a marble comes down, Jolly Green Giant flies over, a flap opens up. I couldn't make sense of it. I'm just staring into the tank, and the worst part is I can see my own dumb face in the reflection in the bottom of the tank. It's staring back at you, and I'm hoping for like a Disney moment, like maybe the water will ripple away. And there's my dad staring back at me like, adjust the float, son. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Dad. And then he ripples away. Yeah, that didn't happen. I had to go on YouTube. That's how I fixed it. I had to go on YouTube. I had to watch a video someone else's dad made so I could fix my toilet. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for playing all. This is fun. This is the opposite of where I was last week. I was in Portland, Oregon last week. Very fun place, the opposite of here. It's my first time here. I don't even know that. I was in Portland, and I got off the train. I took the train in from Seattle, got off the train, and there was a girl who I hope was on drugs. You ever meet someone like that where you're like, ooh, I hope that's not permanent. I hope that was a decision. And you're having a great time while the rest of us are mortified. She was like doing this on a street pole, just rubbing on it like a bear trying to get an itch or something, just like this. And as I'm walking by, she goes, you look like Jesus. That's what she said. And I said, thank you. And I kept walking, because you don't stop for that. You keep walking, maybe even pick up the pace a tad. And as I'm walking by, she goes, throw me a blessing, Jesus. I can't let my children down, so I wanted to throw her a blessing. What if this is a big moment in her life? But I didn't know how. I don't know how to throw a blessing, so I just did the first thing that came to mind and just went, You got it. That's how I threw my first blessing ever. I just pointed at her and said, you got it. You know, just like Jesus would have done. Sure, that's how he did it back in the day. Came into town, someone's like, help this blind man. You got it. Colors. That's how he worked his magic. That's good. I'm married, in case that was a question. I have a wife. We have a regular married life. We sleep on a memory foam mattress. That's what we sleep on at home. That is a married person's mattress. It's memory foam. That mattress is made for sleeping and sleeping only. That is, do not do anything else on that mattress. Not made for that. It's not why scientists came together to make that mattress. It's made for resting comfortably. And that's it. I know that because I've tried. Try having sex on it. It's the worst. It's like trying to have sex in quicksand. It sucks. You get one thrust and you both just start sinking in. Just stay calm, baby. It makes it worse. Just stay calm. I'm calling the cat over. We need help, Jessica. I have a cat named Jessica. That's a high-end mattress, the memory foam mattress. That's an expensive mattress. I don't make that kind of money. This is why we have the mattress. My mother-in-law lives in Palm Springs, and an old guy died. And that's the whole story. We got his memory foam mattress. It's the circle of life. That's how things work. It's work their way around. It's not creepy. He never got to sleep in it. He bought it, never got to open it, and passed away. It's not like I have some creepy, haunted mattress at home. It's new. It's brand new. But it did make me feel bad for him, because that meant this old guy died in, like, an uncomfortable mattress. Probably having to stare at the world's most comfortable mattress, like, in the corner. And he's like, I should really call my grandson over to open the... Oh! And now I have weird sex on it. That's how that works. I did spend a lot of the pandemic working on myself. I think a lot of people did that. I don't know if you guys can tell I'm trying to stand up straight. I started working on my posture because I got an ad on Instagram that was asking me if I was slouching too much. I was just scrolling. They're like, are you slouching right now? And I looked in the mirror, and sure enough, I'm like this. And I'm like, how closely are you watching me? But what they were trying to do is sell me these rubber bands that go around your shoulders, and they make you, you know, stand like a guy that you hate. You know these dudes that just come into a room all shoulders and Adam's apple everywhere they go? No one likes that guy. His name's usually Trevor or something. You know the guy. He runs a CrossFit gym. I don't know if this is hitting too close for anybody. Just come on. So I almost bought these rubber bands and make you stand like a Trevor. But I didn't, because I'm like, I have mental strength. I can just remind myself to stand up straight. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been standing up straight. Hey, you know what I learned? Standing up straight hurts my back. Like right now, this is very uncomfortable. Right where all the bones meet, pain. You know what feels good? This right here. This right here has never hurt me once. Never once have I been like this going, ooh, we gotta straighten out. I think this is where we're supposed to be. You know who I think had it right? That dude in the middle of the evolutionary chart. You know what I'm talking about? The cavemen. On one end, there'd be a guy crawling, and at the other end, a Trevor just walking all upright. But if you look in the middle, there's just a guy with like a healthy slouch. I think that's where we're supposed to be. In fact, if you see a guy with this slouch, this is a good guy right here, all right? Befriend this guy. This guy will pick you up from the airport, okay? He'll be early. He'll have Starbucks ready. This is a good guy. This dude, he will try to date your girlfriend when you're gone on that trip. Not a great guy. I think I'm just going to accept my curved spine because I'm body positive. I love the body positivity movement. I'm not going to live up to Instagram standards of spinal cords. Mine has a bit of a hitch in it, and I'm going to love it. I love the body positivity movement. If you guys don't know what the body positivity movement is, that's where your body kind of sucks, but you love it anyway. What a great movement. Why would you hate your body? You love it. That's the one you got. You're like, yeah, but that guy's got a better one. Yeah, well, that guy sucks. You got what you got. You might as well love it. I wish body positivity was around sooner. I could have used it when I was a chubby kid growing up wearing a t-shirt in the pool. I could have used it then. I could have used body positivity then. I thought I looked slim, and you know I didn't. That was the chubbiest I ever looked. I would just come out, the shirt would be hugging my voluptuous curves. Not anymore, I'm body positive. I was at the beach last week, I took my shirt off. I don't care if my nipples don't match. I'm out there. Body positivity. My only knock on the body positivity movement, and I think it will evolve over time, but I hope one day body positivity can move north to include the face. I don't know if you guys have noticed, body positivity seems to cut off right around here. Right around here. Here down, you gotta love your body. That's your body. From here up, oh yeah, you gotta fix that. And you're like, why? It's connecting. You're like, no. Don't mess with your face, you guys. Your face is beautiful. That's your face. Two people came together, they had an intimate moment, and this is the receipt. I feel like more people should cheer at that, but everyone's always like, yeah, but my parents were pretty ugly. If I want to smooth out some of these dents and divots, I will. I don't know, man. Life was good before the pandemic for me, anyway. 2019 was a great year. 2019 was the first year I started to feel like an adult. I was, in 2019, I was 32, and I was like, it's time, you know? I was feeling like an adult. I bought a couch that year. It was a big year for me. I'm not saying I never owned a couch before. I'm just saying I never paid for one before, all right? It's my first time purchasing a couch. It was a big year. I also paid taxes that year. Never did that before. First timer. And I'm not trying to say I was a tax cheat. I always filed my taxes like a responsible citizen, but all the other years, the government was like, whoa, looks like you need this. In fact, here's a little extra. We're worried about you, you know? 2019 was the first year they asked me for money, and just like that, I'm now a Republican. That's how that works. First 31 years, bleeding heart liberal. We gotta help everybody. Until they asked me for money, and I'm like, well, you guys gotta pick yourselves up by your bootstraps. You can't be pulling the wagon for everybody. That's my favorite joke, because it's for everybody. That's a bipartisan tax joke right there. Everyone can enjoy it. One side's like, oh, that's cute, he's being ironic, and the other side's like, he's seeing the light. Guess how it works. I have been doing adult things, like last November I voted. That was really cool. I did that. I'd never done that before, which is cool. Thank you. You don't need to clap. All right, that's fine. I know it's not that impressive. I went in and went, bleh. That's how I vote, and then they gave me a sticker, and I went, I got a sticker. That was the whole voting process. I even watched all the debates, which I had never, it was my first season. I had never watched the debates before. I hadn't watched the previous seasons. It was my first season. I picked a weird season to jump in on. That was I was like, this is what I've been missing? This is crazy. It was a weird one. But I'm glad that I watched, because like, I'll be honest with you guys, it's good to pay attention, because in 2012 I didn't vote for Mitt Romney. Not because I knew any of his politics, but only because he had jet black hair with gray on the sides. And I grew up in the 90s, and that's every villain in every cartoon I grew up watching. And I'm like, I can't vote for that guy. He's gonna poison the drinking water and try to kill the Ninja Turtles. I can't have that on my watch. So I watched all the debates. Those debates were so funny. The moderator, I always felt bad for the moderator, because everyone kept going over their time. And he kept going, your time is up, your time is up, your time is up. He said it so many times that to a point I was like, I think he might be talking to the country. Like, he's not talking to the candidates. That's a message for us. Hey, your time is up. Head for the hills. Get those canned goods in the four-wheel drive. We're done here. So odd. We voted. My voting situation was weird because I voted at my neighbor's house. I don't know if that happened to anyone else. That was my polling place. It was my neighbor's house, which kind of took the shine off the proceedings a little bit. My wife and I, we just walked out of our house. We walked around the block, and my neighbor set it up in his garage. That did not feel official. Like, that is not how you pick the next king. This feels wrong. I went in there, I put my Starbucks on a stack of, like, empty paint buckets. He gave me a Scantron with a Sharpie. I went to a booth that was snapped together with cardboard. I just remember looking at my wife going, I don't think they're counting these. Call me crazy. We're in a garage right now. So bizarre. I didn't just vote for president. I voted on all the propositions. I read most of them. It's a lot of reading. I went in with good intentions. The first third, I read every line. I was like, informed decision. The next third, I started skimming. There was some skimming that started happening. And that last third, I was just like, yes, yes, no, no. Is there a C? I remember in high school there was a C if I didn't know. I still thought I did a fine job until we were walking home. My wife was like, hey, what'd you put for the death penalty? And I was like, ooh, that was on there? They should have put that higher up. We messed up in San Diego. Question 1 was like, hey, do you want the Chargers to get a new stadium? Number 85, how do you feel about killing people? A little bit. You have to be careful with the propositions because sometimes you vote stuff in, but it doesn't take action for a couple years. Like, we voted to ban plastic bags in Southern California, maybe all of it, I don't know. But now it kicked in, and it's weird now at the grocery store. It's weird out there because they don't have plastic bags anymore, and they sell them for 10 cents, and that's what they sell them for now. And I don't know who these people are yelling at the cashiers, but they are so timid. When you walk up, and they go, Did you bring your bag? Did you bring your bag? Did you bring it? Did you bring your bag? And I go, no, I didn't. That's you guys. I bring money. You have food and bags. That's how it's been this way for centuries. And then she goes, ugh, it's going to be 10 cents for a bag. It's going to be 10 cents. And I go, okay. I had no idea I was filthy rich, apparently, because that's not an issue. Like, who are these people just yelling? Oh, really? Well, then just put it back, then. I'm taking my business elsewhere. 10 cents isn't slowing me down. But I guess since people have an issue with it, next time I'm at the grocery store, I'm going to throw $1 down, and I'm going to go, hey, bags for everybody. That's going to be the new Making It Rain. He just came in and threw $1 down and made a tornado motion with his hand. No time for dreaming. Hey, everyone. How are you? One more time for Paul. Make it loud for him. Getting you guys buttered up. How are you? You guys are wonderful. I want to apologize to that table right there. I came through the curtain with too much emphasis, and I hit your pizza with my curtain, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that's ever been washed. So I would skip that slice right there. Eat the rest of it, but that one slice, you should leave that one. I came out, I don't know, he said my name, and then there's music, and I've always been a pro wrestling fan, and I was like, and I'm like, oh no. That's how you know I wouldn't be a good wrestler. You're not supposed to break out of character just because you hit someone's pizza with a curtain, you know. You don't see that a lot in wrestling. Like, oh my goodness, are you okay? You're supposed to be like, yeah, and your mother too. Like, that's the energy. And that's not my natural go-to. Those are big Cokes, ladies. I like that. It's like a small pitcher of Coke. Wow, all right. This is, every night I'm surprised by what people are drinking. In the front, there's white wine in a bucket. I love it. Last night someone sat there and they were drinking tea. Just tea. I don't know if that's normal for you, but it was weird for me, all right? It was the late show. It starts at 10 o'clock. I come out, she's pouring tea. Like she's about to read a book by a fireplace or something. And I'm like, all right, I like you guys, though. You guys live your lives the way you want. You got the whole bucket of beer. I love that. You're like, well, I only want to talk to the server once. So, and she just dropped the bucket off, and we'll see where we get to by the end. I like it, man. I like Calgary. It feels like you guys can do what you want here. You know? Yeah. Drink Coke out of a pitcher. Have tea at midnight. You know? Get a bucket of beer. I like it. It's good. This is my second time coming to Calgary. The first time I came was in 2018, and I didn't see any of it because it was February, and I'm not from cold climates. I grew up in San Diego, where it's 70 degrees all around. I don't know what that is in your weather, but like today, like what you had today, it's like that over there all the time. So I came here, and I didn't know about winter shoes. I just wore my regular shoes. I didn't know there were different degrees of shoes. And apparently my shoes were too thin. The club was downtown. I had to leave the hotel, and my feet were like, no. I had thin socks. I didn't even know they sold thick socks. I learned so much on that trip. Everyone's friendly. Some people you don't want to be friendly in this town. I remember last time I was here, I took the train to get to the club from the hotel, and I was sitting across a guy, full-grown adult, and he had a bucket of candy. And he's just nibbling on some candy on the train, full-grown, like me, paid his taxes, regular guy, just eating a bucket of candy. And then he looks over at me like, do you want some candy? And I was like, I think I've been trained my whole life for this situation. Like, you ever learn something when you're a kid and then it just flashes back in that moment? You're like, no. And that's exactly how I said no. Like a 6-year-old just got invited into a van. No. Mommy said not to. And he's like, oh, okay. And he was like very polite about it. I was like, I'm still getting off at the next stop. And I don't care how thin these shoes are. But it's nice. I feel bad because I didn't see the city again. Yesterday I got in late, so there wasn't an opportunity. But today I had a plan. I was going to go. I'm a big wrestling fan, and Bret the Hitman Hart opened a bar in a casino. And I'm like, I'm going to that. And that was my plan. I've been planning this since Monday. I'm like, I'm going to go to that bar. I originally wanted to have lunch there, but they don't open till 4. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll leave at 3:30. Take an Uber over there, and I'll be the first guy at the bar. That must happen a lot. That's what wrestling, you know? That's most wrestling fans are dorks like me in their mid to late 30s that are like, I'm not over my childhood. I'd like to come in. I won't order much. I'll stare at the walls, and maybe I'll ask small questions, annoying little questions. Does he come in often? Like, just little, does he happen to be in today? I don't... But I ended up not going, because I'm also at the age where I don't want to do anything. You ever do that? You ever take a shower and lay down, and you're like, we're done. And then you look at your watch, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and you're like, we are done. I was so comfortable today, if my room wasn't just right there, I don't think I would have made it to the show. That's how comfortable I was today. I went to the gym, got a little workout, and I went back to and I watched Roadhouse. It was great. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, it was my first. Not the original. I've watched the original many times, but the remake that came out. I know it's a year old, but I'm finally catching up, and it's great. I just like, well, I don't know what it is. I watched the movie, and I just want to slap men now. And like the opening fight, Jake Gyllenhaal just open hands, like 5 guys, and then all the women at the bar like, oh my God. And it was like, another one, you know? And then he took him to the hospital, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. Next person that crosses me, I'm going to give him a little. But you know I wouldn't, you know? It just means I'm going to the elevator now with too much energy, you know? You ever do that? You ever watch like an aggressive movie and then you go out into the real world when people are nice, and now I'm just going, now I'm just in an elevator going down from the 6th floor all the way to the 1st with 2 senior citizens just waiting. Just waiting. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna get a little bit of Zoltan right now? I've been watching Dalton kick some ass. It's my turn. It was weird because it is a manly movie, but he is shirtless most of it. And it's weird because I'm not, but I'm still like, well, don't put a shirt on. You know, like, it's... It's that weird in between because he is in such good shape that I'm like, I feel like I'm at a museum looking at like Michelangelo's David or something. And you're like, man, I didn't know. How do you get that part? How do you get that muscle? Is that this machine? You do that a lot? And then no bread? And then this just comes in? How do you get abs on your ribs? That's so impressive. It's hard enough to get them in the front. How do you get them on the side like that? What do you got to do for that? Conor McGregor was in there. He was playing himself, I think. I think he was just being himself. And the opening scene is just his ass for way too long. Like, long enough to where I'm like, is this movie for me? Like, they just kept zooming. It was almost like the editor was playing a trick on men, like, just to see how long they could get straight men to stare at Conor McGregor's butt cheeks. How about this angle? Get the drone. Go around him. Oh. Anyway, it was a very manly afternoon. Watched Roadhouse on the laptop. I had college football on the TV. Then my wife called and I was like, "Hi, sweetie." It was very manly till right at the end. It was good. I don't like doing anything. I'm not a real go-getter anymore. Pretty comfortable. I just want to be left alone. I think that's my new goal in life. It used to be success, and now I'm like, I just want to be left alone. They're like, "Do you have what it takes to make it?" I'm like, this is enough. I have people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, it'd be great if you played theaters and you were on Netflix." I'm like, I like it where the club's in the hotel I'm at. I don't know if that's lazy or what that is, but I'm like, I don't know a lot of theaters that have a hotel up top where I can just go bing and then I come down. And then I was like, I was just watching Roadhouse. Because it took long enough to get to this level. This is fine, you know. Like everyone here is so nice. The hospitality, like all the servers and manager over here, he's so nice. They keep bringing me stuff. Like there's so much stuff in that green room. It's like a whole vegetable tray and like dip. I don't even know what kind of dip it is. It's green. It's delicious. It's like green ranch or something. I don't know if they shaved an avocado in there or what they did. But I love it. And I know you guys are like, yeah, isn't that the norm? Isn't that how you're normally treated? No. Usually I'm in a dark room, no light, and it's not even a green room. It's just a shed in the back. And then the manager comes by and hits the door with a stick, and then I come out. Try not to knock anyone's pizza over while I make an entrance. I remember the last time I was in Calgary, I was working at another club. It wasn't this one. And the people that owned it were so mean. They were two brothers, and they were mean to me. And they like wouldn't let me order anything off the menu. And then at the end, he made me a plate. He didn't ask me what I wanted. He just put some food together and goes, "Sit down to eat." And I was like, what is going on right now? Are you teaching me karate? Like, what is this? It's like he just let me out of the basement and he's like, "You eat protein now, all right?" And then later we're going to work on abs on your ribs. That's what we're going to do. Now you got to be that clip on the internet for the rest of life. I love those clips too. It was a Canada clip that I loved. There's a guy, I'm going to get this wrong, so maybe you can correct me, but I feel like the National Health Board here in Canada was trying to give like alcohol guidelines to where they were like, hey, drink less alcohol. Like I think they were like 2 beers a week. That's all you should have. And they interviewed some guy who just came out with a bunch of beer. And they're like, what do you think about the new guideline? He hadn't heard about it. He's like, what? And then, I don't know if you guys saw this interview, and they were like, yeah, the new guideline's 2 beers a week. He's like, that's not going to do anything for anybody. He was just so blunt. He's like, 2 beer? That's not even going to do anything. He also said it all Canadian. Like, he didn't say beers, he said beer, just with the R at the end. He's like, 2 beer? That ain't going to do anything. What's that going to do for you? Nothing. I should be able to have 4 beer in my own home. By the way, why is the government telling me how many beers I can have? He goes on an impromptu rant that is like the alcoholics version of Martin Luther King. It's one of my favorite clips on the internet. And then when the interview's done, like the news person's like, all right, thank you for your time. He's like, wait a second. And he does a trick where he's got a fake tooth and he pulls his fake tooth down and you can see it just sticks to his tongue and he goes, you can't handle the tooth. And he leaps. That's one of your countrymen that I just described. And I think he should be the mayor or whatever. I want to meet that guy. I want to have 2 beer with that guy. My favorite. I love that. You can step it up a little. All right. You guys are doing great. They just, as a couple, decided we're not clapping. Let's see what happens. Apparently they underestimated my insecurity, because I will call that out. Everyone must show me love. Otherwise, what are we even doing at this mall? You know? This is where love must happen. I gotta be honest, I've performed next to a lot of mattress stores in my career. This is the closest I've been to it. Like, usually there's a wall separating us. Not just a lot of glass. Like, what time does the show start? Because I got a lower lumbar situation. We gotta figure this out. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's Wednesday, first time in Sacramento. I'm liking it. I've lived in California most of my life, and I don't think I ever came up here. Did you say thank you? That was so weird. Because you're right in the front. Like, you're like, thank you for not coming here, but all right, wow. That felt like a compliment from a step-parent. Like, I didn't know how to... It's like, how do you mean that? I think you mean it, but do you? Because California's too long of a state. It's way too long. Because I grew up in San Diego. That's a different state. That's way too far. If you're like, oh, I'm from up there, you're like, that's a different state. That's from where I'm at. Because I've made that drive before, and most suicidal I've ever felt is that drive from down there to up here. Good Lord, that middle part where there's so much middle part. Whoa. That's why, you grow up in California and say, oh, California's so great. Well, we can show you some stuff in the middle and to the east that'll make you go, oh, this is part of it? Uh-huh. This is what we like to call back of house. But I like all of it. I enjoy it. I flew into San Francisco, because I now live in New York, so I flew into San Francisco. It's direct. And then I rented a car, and I drove out here. And I've never, I see the news. And they tell you don't have things in the Bay Area. That's what they tell you. Based on what I've seen on the YouTube videos, if you have things, they will steal them. And no one's coming. No one's coming. You'll get a lot of different angles of cell phone footage of your things getting taken. But no one's coming. And so I was prepping myself, because I brought my camera. I didn't bring both. I own 2 cameras, and I brought my least favorite one. And I was like, if they take one, they can take that one. But I was in my head, I was prepping, I'm like, I'm getting in a rental car. You ever go through that? You ever have like that death wish moment in your head where you're like, no one's taking advantage of me? I had a plan. I'm like, I'll never get too close to the car in front of me at a red light, because then if I notice, I'll just slam it in, I'll run over them that way, and then I'll create an opening. I got full coverage on this rental car. I got all the insurance. You think I'm scared of knocking a mirror off so I get to hold on to my laptop? Oh no. A lot of good footage on there of me doing this in other malls next to mattress stores. I can't just let someone steal that from me. But yeah, on the flight over, I had all these fantasies. I'm like, oh, I'll do this, and then run them off, and blah. And I'm like, you're not gonna do any of that. I will never do any of it, because I know who I am. I'll just be in there like, oh, it's happening. And it happened. It's good, yeah. Like how someone went all, like, yeah. Like it did. It hasn't happened yet, but that is how it would go down. That's a lot of noise. Thank you so much for clapping. You didn't even take your hands out of your pockets. I like that. Like there's enough people hooting and hollering. We don't need one extra. Oh, it's so good to be here. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is my first official show in San Francisco. I've done San Francisco adjacent. That's how I've done, like, putting on a show here is like trying to get a house here. Like, it's, you gotta know someone who knows someone who's leaving. Like, you gotta shimmy in here, but we made it in. It's good. I like it, yeah. We're at the epicenter at the end, aren't we? I don't know if you knew that, but it started here. You guys, and the rest of the country's like, oh, that's because of the Democrats. And they don't know, it's coming. It's coming to where they are, too. Like this happened very worried about I couldn't even bring that up. How dare you? San Francisco feels like a lounge at an airport. You know, some people are in the lounge and everyone else is just not in the lounge. I'm paying for coffees. It's free in here. Did you know that? Sorry, I just got in the lounge and I didn't know how to bring it up. So that's how I shoehorned that. Oh, I love it. So good to be here. Last night I was in Sacramento, and that's a place, you know? I wasn't going to make fun of it, but here I am, aren't I? And that's the capital. That's the main part. That's the part. No one else wanted it. No one else. There's so many places to put it. You're like, no, not there. Here. Let's pick the part where it doesn't look like California at all. It's like you imagine California, and you're like, Sacramento. That's what I think. Could have gone to San Francisco, could have gone to Los Angeles, could have gone to San Diego. No, in the middle, flat. Flat, in the middle, people. Kind of sad, but there. Everyone in Sacramento looks like they just got a Christmas gift that they didn't ask for. That's what everyone in Sacramento looked like. They just opened their Christmas gift from Nana, and it was a book. Read. So. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Some of you more excited than others, but we're here. All right. I like it. You guys really tried to make the noise, but you're like, it's also Thursday. Why don't we calm down? You know, we got work tomorrow. We got places to be. I appreciate it. Look at this big square room we're in right now. I love it. You can feel it. This used to be a Dave & Buster's or something. You can feel it. This was arcade and Dance Dance Revolution everywhere. And you're like, now, comedy. Hell yeah. Everyone's seated like they're serving sausages or something in like a German restaurant. I like that. Nice long shoot. Everyone's just like, yeah. That's the best seating. It's a good laugh over there, or you're choking. All right, I'm just, oh, it's a good laugh. All right, you never know sometimes. You're like, I really got her. Nope, she's dying. All right. You never know. So good to be here. This is, I drove down from New York to Philly. This is my first time making that drive. There's a lot of nothing between here and there. I didn't know that. There's a lot of nothing. They make you pay for the road. Wow, I thought you'd see some, you know? You're paying admission, you're like, oh, we're about to see some stuff. Nothing is what you see. Who came up with that? Whoever lives in that nothing? Is that how that worked? They're like, well, we gotta make some money. Like a bridge troll. You wanna drive through this nothing? You wanna get to Philly? You wanna get to Philly? Oh yeah, we'll have a Starbucks. It'll be in the middle of the freeway. You'll pull in. It won't be a real Starbucks. They won't accept your app. You know? It won't be a fake Starbucks. But I like it. It was cool. I like Philadelphia. You never know. Every, we've only been here 3 hours, but everywhere we drove, I'm like, okay, yeah. It's hard to tell, like, which buildings look the way they look on purpose or just from time. You have to give it a second glance. You're like, no, they meant that. And you're like, no, that's an abandoned ship for no reason. Next to a Best Buy. That's where that goes. That's where I like that you know what ship I'm talking about. I really narrowed it down with the Best Buy, didn't I? Before I said Best Buy, you're like, well, which one? But, you're talking about the Best Buy ship. Okay. The USS United States. The one that looks like the Titanic. But it didn't sink. It just went out of business. That's all that one did. It's like no one else came on. You're like, park it here. This is where this belongs. But I like it. I like Philadelphia because the first time I came here in 2019, I had traveled to other East Coast cities because I grew up in San Diego. And all the other East Coast cities, they tell you when you're from the West, they're like, all right, be careful because they're rude out there. They'll just come in, they're a little aggressive, so be ready. And then I went to like Boston and I was just waiting for people to be aggressive, and nobody was. Everyone was just nice and like, welcome to Boston. I'm like, all right, I like that. Went to New York, I'm like, no, totally here. And then we came to Philly, and I'm like, there it is. There it is. Here I am, sitting there, terrified of a barista. I went to a nice coffee shop, and the barista was like, what will it be? And I was like, all right, I see what's going on. Drove out this time. Last couple times I flew, but there's no air traffic controllers right now. So I'm like, why don't we just drive? It's 5 hours from San Diego, and the streetlights still work, so let's just go with that. No air traffic controllers. No one going, yeah, bring it in, or definitely don't. And there's still, that's how you know this country runs on money. There is no one in charge of go or stop, and they're like, yeah, but let's see if we can still. I bet you I could still land it. And then the CEO of Delta's like, please try. We have shareholders and hedge funds we gotta please, and we're just on these flights. Oh my God. That's terrifying. I gotta fly next week. I hope they figure it out by next week.
Let's live it up, let's live it up, let's live it up.
Oh, this is great. I'm so happy to be here at the mall. This is awesome. No matter what it is, my career will find the least cool place to have this show. Hey, you're in Las Vegas, Sin City, home of everything. How about this mall near the airport? There's a mall near the airport that the locals go to. How about that? And I love this club. This club used to have 2 locations. They had one in the Arts District, which is the one I used to do, and this is beautiful too, but that place was cool too. It was small, it was intimate, and it was in the Arts District, so it was kind of sketchy, it was during the day, you're like, this is fun, let's go to that vintage store or whatever, and then at night, you're like, where's the pepper spray? They just come out of the woodwork, and you're like, that guy wasn't here during the daylight. Where did that guy come from? But yeah, it was dangerous. It was fun. I remember there was a fight the last time. I don't know if anyone was here the last time I was here, but one of those shows, I was doing the meet and greet, and a fight broke out right outside the comedy club. And then I just saw the big bouncer just run out there, and he comes back in, and someone was like, you should get out of here. There's a fight. And I'm like, okay. And I got whisked away like a queen of some description. Just, we must save Zoltan. I'm like, you must save me. And then I came back, and there was just blood all in front of the club. It was a serious little back and forth that went on. And the bouncer came back in, and I was like, was anyone hurt? And he's like, I'm fine. And I was like, wow. That's why I like I like the Strip, but that's like fancy. That's for like the photos, you know? That's the prom photo of Las Vegas is, oh, you know, but I like going to downtown Vegas, the old Vegas where it's just like, yeah, we could get stabbed here. Like, it's dangerous, but it's not dangerous, but it's dangerous, you know? It's like if they made a musical of danger. But a little closer than a musical of danger. But also you're like, look at that guy, you know? And then you're sitting there with him, you're gambling, and you're like, right. And they're like, we'll kill you. I just like that little bit. I don't know. It's exciting. It's exciting. I don't know. I enjoy it very much. And we drove. Oh, thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Yeah, you don't hear that at the mall all the time. Just a voice in the back. We love you. And you're like, nice. Wouldn't that be great? You're at H&M, you're trying on some pants, and it doesn't fit, and someone's like, we love you, though. And you're like, thank you. Thank you. That makes me feel better for the pants that don't fit. Wouldn't that just be great just to hear, you know? You're at the buffet, and you're like, I shouldn't have that cake. Just something you don't know in the back. We love you. And you're like, oh, we'll have that cake. Had a great time, man. My wife and I, we came in on Thursday. We drove in. We did that. We were going to fly. We live in San Diego, so you kind of have the option of the two. But then, you know, the government shut down. There's no air traffic controllers. I don't know if you've seen that on the news. And there's still flights taking off, and there's no one going. What a way to let us know this country is run on money. Like, what a way. It's like there's no one to tell the planes, is it good or not? And they're like, well, let's give it a shot. Like the CEO of Delta's like, we trust our pilots, get out there. And there's no one in the tower going, you are now clear for takeoff. It's just pilots going, what do you think? Should we run it? Let's go. And I'm like, I think we're going to drive. Which is not that much safer. That is, something happened. That drive is peaceful and dangerous. It lulls you into a sense of everything's fine because it's straight for like 5 hours. You just set the cruise control, and then every once in a while someone just has a death wish, and they just, and you're like, man. You know, I got passed by a U-Haul on the way out of here. You haven't been, not one of the small ones, like one of the bigger U-Hauls you can get. And I wasn't going slow. I had the cruise control set to like 82, 83. And this dude, like I was standing still in a full-size U-Haul. I'm like, man, to have that kind of confidence in a rented truck that you have all your belongings in the back of. What a way to let me know you own nothing valuable, that you are going 95 miles an hour in a rented U-Haul. None of this stuff means anything to me. But this is fun, man. We came out, we had shows last night. That was fun to come to through the rain. I don't know if you guys saw that rain. That was biblical, wasn't it? That was the most amount of rain I've ever seen all at the same time. We were staying over at the Aria. Our cab driver was scared. I thought those people had nothing to live for. This guy was terrified. We got in, and I was like, is this normal? He's like, I've been here 11 years. I've never seen... And then before he took off, he did this. I'm like, I don't even think that's your religion. Like, what was... He was terrified. And I'm like, man, if there's ever a city where God's not going to help you, I think it might be Las Vegas. And it was scary to be in a cab where the cab driver's scared, and he went through a puddle because from the Aria, all the casinos are like this. They pick you up here, and then they loop you down, and all the water puddled up. It was like whoosh, and the water came up. I'm like, oh, and he went, and I'm like, dude, you're the captain of this ship. What are you doing? And I had like a thought in my head. I'm like, we might not make the show. We might not make the show. We're gonna be on the local news. You're like, why wasn't Zoltan at the show? And it's just video of me just hugging a firefighter being airlifted off the hood of a taxi cab. You're like, oh, that's where he was right there. I think it's rude that they filmed that, by the way. People get river rescued during a flat. That's rude. That's a private moment. How dare you? Just a man without pants holding on to just an out of shape man with no pants holding on to the most fit, beautiful firefighter. Help me, I am less than. And they just whip through the wind with your butt cheeks flapping in the breeze. That's rude. And then they put your name underneath. That's this man. If anyone recognizes those cheeks, take a look at that guy. It was a shame. But yeah, we came over today. Today was nicer. No weather. I missed the scared cab driver. We had this cab driver. He was fine, but he's just one of these cab drivers that was going to make you listen to Christian radio at a very high volume the entire time. And I'm not against Christianity. I'm not against God or anything, but Christian radio can turn off immediately. I'm into all that, but man, they can't buy a hit song, can they? How? They don't get it. You need more down to, like, Christian rock is all up here. And you're like, do you listen to any hit music? You gotta bring it down to bring it back up. We praise. And you're like, dude, can we buy a melody? Christian rock is like allergic to a hit the way I am to like dairy. Like they just can't process it or something. And I'm like, and he was just turning it up. And I think that was his way of trying to bring Lord into Vegas. He's like, well, I'm going to be a cab driver. And while I drop people off at strip clubs and stuff, I'm just going to turn that up. And I was like, I missed the scared guy. that was captaining Noah's Ark on the way to the comedy club. I missed that guy, man. We had fun, though. We came in on Thursday. We went to a magic show. That's what my wife and I did. We went to go see Shin Lim over at, you seen that show? It's really good. It's over at the Venetian, I believe. Really good. He does card tricks. And he's great, but I feel like I can only enjoy magic, like, surprised. Like, I need to be surprised like the tricks are. I need to just be sitting here and someone's like, hey, can I do card tricks for you? And you're like, what? I guess. And then they nail it, and you're like, wow. But it is weird when you're in a giant theater and he just comes out with his weird hair and he's like, is this your card? And everyone's like, oh my God. And I was like, I mean, yeah, it was $100 a ticket. That better be the card, dude. Like, I'd be shocked. It'd be more surprising if it wasn't the card. Quite honestly. Yeah, it was just so dramatic. Oh. He performs with his wife. I don't know if you know that. If you haven't seen the show, his wife does. She's a dancer. She comes down in a floating ring and just twirls. And Shin Lim's like, that's my wife. And everyone's like, ah. And my wife's like, oh my God, isn't that adorable? They get to work together every day. And I'm like, yeah, but that also means they get to work together every day. Like, they have to have bad days. All couples have arguments. You still got to go to work. Shin Lim's like, that's my wife. Ah. But you still have that fight from 3 hours ago that never had a resolution in your head. And you're like, yeah, they just give each other dirty looks, probably. Like, I haven't forgotten. She's just spinning around. There's for sure drama there, you know. Yeah, we ended up seeing Shin Lim. We were between great show, by the way, if you want to go see some magic. Great show. We were between him and David Copperfield, and we ended up not seeing Copperfield because they had reviews online saying he was a little old, and like he's kind of fun. He's like in his 70s, I think. He's an older man. And he's doing 2 shows a night. I don't know what kind of debt he's in or what, but this guy, he's just going out there. But in the reviews, they're like, he's a little long in the tooth. Like, he's like, it's not... What's that? Tiger? No, that's Siegfried and Roy. Yeah, sorry, she was like, the tiger ate him. No. Siegfried and Roy, they're the other... the Siegfried and Roy are the gay magicians with the tiger. And David Copperfield is just a regular gay magician without a tiger. No tiger. Same way. The other ones had the tiger. David Copperfield had no tiger. I think that's why the reviews are low. I think people are like, where's the tiger? And it's just David Copperfield. And they're like, he's a little, like, he's not putting the pizzazz in it. And after I read the reviews, I'm like, I don't kind of want to see David Copperfield. Like, don't you want to see, like, just a jaded magician just phoning it in? Just like, yeah, who'd have guessed? There it is. I got it right again. I mean, I've only been doing magic for 50 years. Of course, I nailed it. Next trick. Boom. Let's get out of here. Love to see a jaded magician. Yeah, the Shin Lim show opened with like a trick that was for the whole group, like the whole crowd. Everyone had a deck of cards. You know how everyone gets a deck of cards? And then you rip the deck of cards, and what do? You throw it over your shoulder. And Shin Lim was like, hey, don't throw it too hard because there's people behind you. There was a kid in front of us, and he, like a ninja star, just hit my wife in the eye. Right in the eye. She went, ah! 2 minutes into the show. And you know when you get hit, you ever like are in pain and you yell stuff that doesn't make sense, but it's just what comes out? My wife's just like, ah! Who the hell brings a kid to a magic show? That's what she said. And like, I felt bad for her because she got hit in the eye, but I was also like, well, yeah, I mean... But that's my wife. I have to have her back, so I gotta like be like, yeah, who brings a kid to a magic show? How dare you bring a child to a magic show? Should have seen David Copperfield. He's phoning it in. Yeah, no tiger. No tiger, but David Copperfield. But no, it's been fun, man. I like coming to Vegas. I like the energy. I know, I'm assuming if you live here, you stay in the outskirts and you let the tourists come in and do whatever they do, which is probably for the best, you know. But it's fun. There's an energy there. It's just that, you know, after like a second Red Bull, you have that twitch. That's what the town feels like. You're like, I'm tired, but I'm also wired. Yeah, I want to read, but I want to talk at the same time. I want to read about what I'm talking about in the same line. Can we do that? Put it all on red. You know, it's just this energy. You got that candy energy. Still, when I found out I was on last, I'm like, they're gonna crash. They're gonna be all just saying, oh, I can't feel my cheeks anymore. This isn't fun, but you guys are still kicking it. This is wonderful. This is amazing, doing comedy at a candy store. Like, if my 10-year-old self could see me now, he'd be really proud. Like, if I could go back in time at 34 and be like, hey, man, in 20-something years, you're gonna get to do comedy at a candy store. And he'd be like, really? Is it because we're super successful? No, that's quite the opposite reason. But still pretty cool, I think. You know? Madison Square Garden, that can wait. I gotta do some comedy in front of a wall of candy. I love that. I love this candy store. Candy stores just make people happy. You can't be sad here. That's why it's been funny to watch comedians do like suicide jokes for the last hour. Just surrounded by sweets. Like if the pills aren't working, try a Skittles. Like that'll... I'm not saying I don't feel depressed. I'm just saying you put some sugar in me. I'm like, I'm smiling about it, I guess. I don't know if I feel better, but I'm definitely jacked to the gills. Yeah. I like it. I love this whole setup. I had candy everywhere, and then this just is like a computer behind me. Just looks like the office center in the lobby of a hotel for no reason. What is it? Is this like the Dewey Decimal System with the candy? Like, is this the card catalog going, I'm looking for a candy? I don't remember what it was called, but I think I know the author. It was chewy, and then it would stick to the roof of my mouth. And it was red, and it got in my teeth. And one time I got kneed in the mouth, and I thought I was bleeding, and I cried. And my mother came, and she's like, you idiot, there's just candy on your teeth. Can we Google that? Yeah. It's so nice to be here. I'm a fellow San Diegan, 34. Yeah, I'm one of you. You know? They didn't ship me in from across the country. And I live over in Kensington. Yeah, I came down El Cajon, took that terrifying turn onto Park. You know that one where you're like, that can't be right. I'm driving into oncoming traffic right now. But no, this is the right direction. I'm not driving head on into a city bus. I know what I'm doing. That'd be the saddest death of all time. Comedian Zoltan Kaszas died turning into the bus lane on his way to a gig at a candy store. Well, this was bound to happen. I know, it's fine. You can laugh about it. I mean, after 2 years of a pandemic, can't we laugh about death a little? You know, so many people died. None of them we met. But that's what it is. I looked at the stats. You know how many people were killed in America from COVID? 1 million. 1 million people. And I travel the country, and it's clear that it wasn't enough. We have a long way to go, you guys. A long way to go. Every time I see somebody, I'm like, how did he survive? That guy made it? What a weak-ass plague that was. I thought this would clear out some of the riffraff. No, everyone I disliked, healthy as an ox. You know? So healthy. But yeah, man, we got rid of the masks last week. That was awesome. No more masks. Just in time for World War III. It was perfect. Take off your mask. Put on your helmet. Yeah? You'll have more room for the helmet this way. Take off that mask. I wonder if there's going to be people going, you can't make me wear a helmet. I'm like, all right, this will work out better than that mask situation. No one's making you, bud. Do your thing. I'm following the Ukraine situation. I don't understand it. I learned what sanctions are. I didn't know what sanctions are. I heard Ukraine's being invaded by Russians, and America, we're going to do our best by giving sanctions. And by, obviously, tweeting emojis of the Ukrainian flag. We've clearly done our part, you know? It's in God's hands now. We've done all we could. So we dropped off some bullets, and I'm like, I tweeted. We're all right. I learned what sanctions are. Sanctions are where we just don't do business with them anymore. We're like, well, if you keep being mean, we're not going to drink vodka. You don't like that? I figured it out. Sanctions are like when you're in public and you see an unruly child, but that parent won't hit that child. But instead will take a knee and will be like, if you keep acting unruly, you're not going to get dessert. And he's like, but I want me. And then every time I see that in my heart, I'm like, that's the right thing to do. You know, you're not supposed to hit him, but deep down inside, I'm like, I wish you would smack him in the face. That's what sanctions feel like. On the surface, I'm like, you're doing the right thing, but deep down, I'd like you to slap him in his colorless lips. Have you seen Putin's lips? They just look like two severed baby penises were pasted on his face. Just like, are we allowed to say that? We're far enough away. I like how some people are like, he's here. It's all right. I think we're allowed to say it. I don't like him. Because he gives masculinity a bad name. You know, there's all that toxic masculinity. And I don't think I have toxic masculinity because I was raised by a single mother and I was hugged a lot. I was hugged probably too much. I was hugged a lot. But then they have this like toxic masculinity. I'm like, I don't have toxic masculinity. I just like UFC. You know? It doesn't mean I want to punch someone in the street. I just like seeing two people prepared. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean I need a father. It just means I like watching violence. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And the reason we have the term toxic masculinity is because of people like Putin, just shirtless on a horse with his man tits flopping around. Going, I'll start a war. And you're like, you're ruining UFC for everybody. You're ruining it for everybody. I don't know what's gonna happen. But it feels like it's over soon, right? I mean life. Right? Like the world can't keep going forever, doesn't it feel? It feels like we're 2.5 hours into a Scorsese movie right now. And we're just like, it has to be over soon. I don't know how it's gonna end, but I'm gonna be disappointed, but can we? That's my issue. Like, does anyone miss a 90-minute movie? I miss a 90-minute movie more than anything. Every movie, it's like we live in a generation of either the shortest or longest attention span. It's either 60-second TikToks where I'm like, why am I watching this nurse jiggle? You know? Or it's like, oh, the new Batman's out. How long? It's a weekend. You're gonna have to sit in there for an entire weekend to figure out what happened to Batman. And I can't do that because I turned 35 this year, and it feels irresponsible. It feels irresponsible to sit in a movie theater for 3 hours while I know that I've just performed at a candy store. Like, I gotta get home, work on my career. Like, I don't have time to just be watching Batman all the time. We gotta, you know. So, those are my thoughts and feelings. I'm 34. I'm a renter. I rent. Any other renters in here? Clap it up. Those are my people right there. Any homeowners? Homeowners? Yeah. Those are our two political parties in California. Right there. It's not Republican and Democrat. It's homeowners and filthy renters. Filthy, low-life, squatting. Don't wipe up the water on the bathroom floor renters. And 1%er highfalutin, greedy landlords. That's who we hate. That's where the war is. Meanwhile, Bank of America stays suspiciously quiet in the corner, going, keep fighting there. Don't look at us. I'm a renter. I want to be an owner. I'd like it. You know, you heard the couple woos. That sounded like confident woos. I want that. I want to own. I just want to confidently one day say, get off my property. You can't confidently say, get off my property as a renter, because you don't know. He may know the landlord. You know? I have to come out and go, do you know Shafiq? And depending on that answer, I gotta decide my next move. Because my landlord Shafiq's a good dude. I don't want to be rude to someone that knows him, you know? I just want that confidence. I don't know, I see both things. Like over the weekend I performed in La Jolla, and I feel like I'm at a real crossroads in my life. At 34, I could see either situation happening. Like I was performing at the Comedy Store, and so it's in La Jolla, so I'm driving through, I'm seeing all these mansions, and I'm fantasizing in my head. And I was actually fantasizing, like, one day I could see comedy maybe getting to a level where I could live in one of them big-ass houses, you know? And then later that day, I drove through my neighborhood, and I watched a homeless man beating a bird scooter with a stick. And I was like, I could also see that happening just as clearly. Like, it's a real coin toss. No matter what, I'm going to have passion, all right? Whether I'm wearing a bedazzled robe coming out of a mansion, just going, woo, or just insane on the streets. Just beating it. That's a big thing. I'm on the Nextdoor app, and that's all we talk about is the homeless situation. They're like, we have one. And I'm like, I know. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. They're right outside my door. They're so close to my house. I'm like, are we sure we're not homeless? Like, if they're that close, how good am I doing? You know? It's too close. I'm like, all that separates us is a... That was my pantomime of the door, by the way. I know I didn't go to miming school. But yeah, there's a big argument. Homeless people, who's to blame? I don't know if anyone's to blame. It's like we all forgot playing Monopoly as children. That's all that's going on out there. It's later in a Monopoly game. Remember later in a Monopoly game? Remember like an hour in, one guy would be killing it, another guy would be doing okay, a third guy would be hanging on, and then your uncle would just be walking around the kitchen looking for something to eat because he already ran out of money. That's what they're doing out there. And they're looking at us, waiting for us to join them, but we're still at the board game going, ugh. Come on, Bitcoin, let's get going. This whole thing's been weird. Yesterday was weird. I don't know if you guys turn on the TV. So weird. I don't know if you guys had the same experience I did, but all the people I deleted off of Facebook showed up on my TV. Like, man, all of them together? Wow. That's my uncle. Crazy. I remember because I turned it on in the morning and they were going to count the electoral votes, and I tweeted, well, this is boring. And as soon as I said tweet, I was like, whoa, not anymore. So crazy. I don't know what the plan was. I don't think they did either. I think the plan was we're going to break into the Capitol. And that's as far as the plan went. And then once they got there, they're like, selfies? Should we take selfies? They just look like tourists at a Madame Tussauds wax museum. Like, hey, put a MAGA hat on that statue. Look at me, I'm sitting in Nancy Pelosi's seat. I'm like, I've done this when I've been a tourist. I've done this. Gets away. That guy's a hero. We need to put him on a stamp. Everyone's summer vacation's a little bit cheaper. Thanks to him. Oh my God. I flew with the last time before this, I flew to Boise. I flew with a buddy of mine. I don't know if you've ever flown with someone like this. We were flying from San Diego to Boise, and before the plane took off, he crossed himself up. You know, he gave him the Father, the Son, the Ghost of Christmas Past. He hit all the corners. But we had a connection in Oakland. We had to get on another plane in Oakland, and as we're taking off, he hits it again. And I looked at him, and I go, that doesn't transfer from the first one? You gotta hit it every time? Like, if I was doing it, I would do one big one in the morning. I'd be like, hey, for everything. For whatever may come up. And he goes, no, you gotta do it every time. I'm like, all right, cool, then do it. I'm like, when you're doing it, are you praying for everybody? And he goes, of course. I'm like, you better be. Because that'd be weird, wouldn't it? This plane goes down, everyone's dead and on fire in a cornfield, except for you just sitting there, just... Oh, I should have prayed for everybody. I have made a giant mistake. There's going to be a lot of questions when the authorities arrive. I'm still scared of turbulence when I fly. I fly all the time, but I've never gotten used to that. I'm still the guy just going, like I'm that guy. Terrified. I hate it when I sit next to someone that won't acknowledge the turbulence. I was on this one flight. I had the window seat. The guy in the middle, he was reading a book, but it was too turbulent to be reading. But he wouldn't let it go. He's just sitting there like this, just... And I'm over here terrified. And there was one of those big drops, you know, every once in a while there's a big drop, and his book went down, and he just popped it back up and went right back to reading. And I was like, will you please acknowledge that our butts just dropped 1,000 feet? Just give me a wink and a nod, like, yes, this is terrifying. Just something. I do this, you can try this too. I've done this to cope with being afraid of the turbulence. I do this reverse psychology thing. So now when I'm in a plane and it gets choppy, in my head I go, yeah, take it down. Let's do it. Let's put it in the ground. Let's see what you got. And then when it doesn't crash, I go, that's what I thought. That way I felt like I was in charge. Lots changed since last time I was here. The world ended. For a while, there was a worldwide pandemic. I don't know if you guys watched the news. It's pretty good story there for a long time. I don't even know if it's over, I think. I can't tell. No one's come out to tell us either way. I feel like Greta Thunberg should come out and Just give us good news for once in our little life. And be like, hey, I know I'm like the groundhog of bad news, but the pandemic's over, everybody. I think she should be the one to tell us. She should be given that honor, but I don't know. I thought the pandemic ended in March of 2021, and I actually declared that it was over. I yelled out loud. I declared the pandemic is now over. I have no jurisdiction to do that. But I saw so many other people yelling craziness about the pandemic that I felt left out, all right? But I really thought the pandemic was over in March of this year because I was flying home from Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah. Oh, are you? Okay. I've never, all right. Yeah. They do have an airport. You all right? I was flying home from Kansas City, Missouri, and across the aisle, this lady had the whole row to herself, and she laid down, face down, into the airplane seat cushion. Just face right into it. No pillow, no rolled up sweatshirt, just face into a seat cushion. And I was looking at her, I'm like, yeah, I think the pandemic's over now. But it is not. There is more. Man, this pandemic, it's just, I don't know, a bunch of craziness has happened. Feels like a Super Bowl halftime show. That's what it is. Like a really long one when we're at home and we're just like, yeah, I guess this is entertaining. But when can we go back to the thing we showed up for? You know? It's definitely entertaining moments, but it's a little long in the tooth. Yeah? Wrap it up. I miss this. I miss doing comedy in front of people. Like during the pandemic, I didn't stop doing comedy. I was doing comedy on Zoom. I don't know if you got, Zoom, the meeting app? That should have been illegal. But they let us do comedy on Zoom. If you don't know what that is, comedy on Zoom is exactly what I'm doing right now, except I would be doing it in my living room, doing it into my laptop screen, which hurts my heart just to talk about. Here's something you might not know about comedians, but if we bomb at a venue, we just don't go back to that venue, all right? There's plenty of bars and restaurants I've never stepped foot back into in San Diego where I live because I bombed there, and they've offended me. And when I drive by, I give them an ugly look, all right? Because I remember that they hurt my heart. But during the pandemic, I was doing comedy on Zoom in a place I pay to live at, so I couldn't even leave. The next day, I would just wake up and I'd make coffee in the morning, like, yep, that's where it happened. That's where I lost my dignity. Now, when I did Zoom comedy, I did try to make it feel like the real thing. So what I asked was for everyone to put their microphones on so I could hear the laughter. So it was like this. And I remember in December, I did a company Christmas party at 1 p.m, which that should have been illegal, all right? Nothing is funny at 1 p.m, okay? You can't do comedy at 1 p.m. God's watching, all right? It's meant to be done at night in secret, That's what comedy's meant to be. But I was doing comedy at 1 p.m, and I asked everyone to put their microphones on, and there was an older lady in the audience. I could tell by her voice. She didn't have her video on. It just said Nancy on the screen. And she had her microphone on, but I don't think she meant to. Because like 2 minutes into my act, I hit a punchline, and everybody laughed. And for a second, I'm like, all right, this feels good. This feels like the real thing. And as soon as the laughter died down, Nancy, who doesn't realize her microphone's on, goes, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I gotta get to Costco. Really taking the wind out of my sails right now. Man, I do not miss Zoom. I did another company Christmas party that same day, and you know how you can see the other members of the meeting up at the top? I had someone leave my show by closing their laptop screen. Do you get why that hurts? Like, they just I saw them make the decision and execute. Like, it's dark in here. I can see the first few rows, but if someone in the back was like, I can't stand this, I gotta leave, I'll never know. And I'll leave tonight going, I had a fun show. But this person just looked in my soul and went, that's about enough of you. Do you get why that hurt? She didn't leave the meeting. She left technology.
I can't imagine having a gun in my house, you know? I can't, like, physically imagine having a gun in my house and not just... You know what I mean? I'm not even that depressed. I'm just really curious, and then I'll do something stupid. You know, like take like irresponsible selfies, just... If this doesn't get 50 likes, this Whole Foods is gonna be haunted. Get on it. I like that joke because it got really dark and somebody went there. And some of you are like, is he suicidal? No, not at all. Never done the suicidal thing. That's a weird thing. I've been sad. I don't know what depressed means. You know what? I know what bummed out means. I've been bummed out. You ever like open up the freezer because you're like, oh, I think I remember there being some ice cream. And you open it up and there's nothing, and you're like, I've had that feeling a lot. I've never had that feeling along with like Googling how to tie a noose. Like, I think that ceiling fan will hold me. Like I've never had that. I just go, oh, that's a bummer. It's a fucking bummer.
You can step it up a little. Alright, you guys are doing great. They just, as a couple, decided we're not clapping. Let's see what happens. Apparently they underestimated my insecurity, because I will call that out. Everyone must show me love. Otherwise, what are we even doing at this mall? You know? This is where love must happen. I gotta be honest, I performed next to a lot of mattress stores in my career. This is the closest I've been to it. Like, usually there's a wall separating us. Not just a lot of glass. Like, what time does the show start? Because I got a lower lumbar situation. We're gonna figure this out. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's Wednesday, first time in Sacramento. I'm liking it. Capital. I've lived in California most of my life, and I don't think I ever came up here. Did you say thank you? That was so weird. Because you're right in the front. Like, you're like, thank you for not coming here, but all right, wow. That felt like a compliment from a step-parent. Like, I didn't know how to... It's like, how do you mean that? I think you mean it, but do you? Because California's too long of a state. It's way too long. Because I grew up in San Diego. That's a different state. That's way too far. If you're like, oh, I'm from up there, you're like, that's a different state. That's from where I'm at. Because I've made that drive before, and most suicidal I've ever felt is that drive from down there to up here. Good Lord, that middle part where there's so much middle part. Whoa. That's why, you grow up in California, and say, oh, California's so great. Well, we can show you some stuff in the middle and to the east that'll make you go, oh, this is part of it? Uh-huh. This is what we like to call back of house. But I like all of it. I enjoy it. I flew into San Francisco, because I now live in New York, so I flew into San Francisco, it's direct, and then I rented a car, and I drove out here, and I've never, I see the news, and they tell you, don't have things in the Bay Area. That's what they tell you. Based on what I've seen on the YouTube videos, if you have things, they will steal them. And no one's coming. No one's coming. you'll get a lot of different angles of cell phone footage of your things getting taken, but no one's coming. And so I was prepping myself because I brought my camera. I didn't bring both. I own 2 cameras, and I brought my least favorite one. And I was like, if they take one, they can take that one. But I was in my head, I was prepping, I'm like, I'm getting in a rental car. You ever go through that? You ever have like that death wish moment in your head where you're like, no one's taking advantage of me? I had a plan. I'm like, I'll never get too close to the car in front of me at a red light, because then if I notice, I'll just slam it in, I'll run over them that way, and then I'll create an opening. I got full coverage on this rental car. I got all the insurance. You think I'm scared of knocking a mirror off so I get to hold on to my laptop? Oh no. There's a lot of good footage on there of me doing this in other malls next to mattress stores. I can't just let someone steal that from me. But yeah, on the flight over, I had all these fantasies. I'm like, oh, I'll do this, and then run them off, and blah. And I'm like, you're not going to do any of that. I will never do any of it, because I know who I am. I'll just be in there like, oh, it's happening. And it happened. It's good, yeah. Like how someone went all, like it did. It hasn't happened yet, but that is how it would go down. You didn't even take your hands out of your pockets. I like that. Like there's enough people hooting and hollering. We don't need one extra. Oh, it's so good to be here. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is my first official show in San Francisco. I've done San Francisco adjacent. That's how I've done, like, putting on a show here is like trying to get a house here. Like, it's, you gotta know someone who knows someone who's leaving. Like, you gotta shimmy in here, but we made it in. It's good. I like it, yeah. We're at the epicenter of the end, aren't we? I don't know if you knew that, but it started here. You guys, and the rest of the country's like, oh, that's because of the Democrats. And they don't know, it's coming. It's coming to where they are, too. Like this hat. This hat is very worried about I couldn't even bring that up. How dare you? San Francisco feels like a lounge at an airport. You know, some people are in the lounge and everyone else is just not in the lounge. I'm paying for coffees. It's free in here. Did you know that? Sorry, I just got in the lounge and I didn't know how to bring it up. So that's how I shoehorn that. Oh, I love it. So good to be here. Last night I was in Sacramento, and that's a place, you know? I wasn't going to make fun of it, but here I am, aren't I? And that's the capital. That's the main part. That's the part. No one else wanted it. No one else. There's so many places to put it. You're like, no, not there. Here. Let's pick the part where it doesn't look like California at all. It's like you imagine California, and you're like, Sacramento. That's what I could have gone to San Francisco, could have gone to Los Angeles, could have gone to San Diego. No, in the middle. Flat. Flat. In the middle. People. Kind of sad. But there. Everyone in Sacramento looks like they just got a Christmas gift that they didn't ask for. That's what everyone in Sacramento looked like. They just opened their Christmas gift from Nana, and it was a book. Read. So good. What's up, everyone? Yeah? Yeah! All right. Thank you. One more time for Ray. Make him feel welcome. There he is. How's it going, Peter? Good to see you. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We sold out the Shank. All right. Thank you. I hope everyone has a seat. If you don't, I'm sorry. But there's a bunch of people there. Wow, this isn't. I remember the first time we came, and there was a lot of seats available. And so it's nice. We sold out tomorrow, too. That's so good. I'm still surprised when people show up. You know, like, do you ever think life is just a big prank on you? And you're like, oh no, like a birthday party, everyone's RSVP'd, and then you just have that bad dream. You're like, what if no one shows? And it's just me in the backyard with my own cake. I have that thought about this, about showing up and then no one's here. It's just me and a bartender going, what do we do? And I'm like, start drinking, apparently, because this is sad. But thank you guys so much for coming. This is my first show of the new year, and I already, ready to shake off some holiday rust. I flew in today, and I got a migraine immediately. I haven't had a migraine in so long, and don't worry, I've taken 3 Advil. I've been drinking nothing but water. And before I came up here, I'm like, I might faint. And so if that does happen, it's not a bit. All right? Send help, okay? I don't want some moment where like, oh, he's getting real experimental. He's trying out some physical comedy. Usually he just stands in place, but he's getting a little more, No. EMTs immediately. And I did get health insurance this year, but it doesn't kick in until February, so like, the cheaper hospital, please, all right? But I like it. I like coming out here because it's California on fire, and you guys the opposite. Isn't that nice? Isn't that so cool? You're like, oh, we could use some of this out there. A little dusting of I feel like snow would put out fire, right? A little bit. That would put out some fire. Isn't that weird? That's how the world works. Like, most of the country's just frozen. California's on fire. And it's like, man, if we could have a little of that here and a little of this heat over there, we could have a nice winter right there. It's kind of like when you're in public and you see, like, a guy with, like, no chin and then, like, another guy with, like, too much chin. And then you're like, man, if we could take some of that guy's chin and give it to that guy, we could have 2 normal-looking fellas here. But instead, we have a cartoon in front of us, you know? So yeah, it's I'm glad to be out of there. I'm glad that we're here for the weekend. San Diego's fine, but I've been watching the LA fires, and it's crazy. A lot of celebrities lost their homes, which I'm not a fan of anyone losing their homes. Like, I read the list of the celebrities that have lost their homes, and like a lot, I feel bad for all of them, but there are some that I feel less bad for. I feel guilty even saying that out loud, but I was reading the list, and I felt bad for all of them, but there was varying degrees of the amount. Like, I was reading the list, and, like, Mandy Moore lost her house. I'm like, I like Mandy Moore. She never did nothing to nobody. She's just a sweet girl. She wants to sing her pop songs, do a little acting. Let her do some acting. And she lost her house. I'm like, I feel bad for Mandy Moore. And then I read Paris Hilton. I'm like, all right, like, I still felt bad, but I'm like, oh, that's bad, you know? She has a lot of places she can stay, yeah? Her last name's Hilton. I don't know if you know why she has that last name. There's a lot of places to go. I would feel worse if her last name was La Quinta Inn and Suites. Like, I'd be like, oh no, she's gonna stay at a La Quinta. But those are nice hotels that she has to go to. And then I read Billy Crystal lost his house. I'm like, I like Billy Crystal. I watched all of City Slickers, watched both of them. He hosted the Oscars all those years. Incredibly talented, sing, dance. He's funny. I love Billy Crystal. I'm like, I don't want him to lose his house. And then I read Ben Affleck lost it, and I was like, you know, like, I don't know what it is about Ben Affleck, but when he's sad, I'm happy. I don't know what Ben Affleck did to anybody, but just when he's miserable, I'm like, yeah, dude, like, every time he, like, slammed the door on J-Lo and was like, I'm like, nice. That's what, I don't know what that man did, but when he's happy, I'm not. And when he's bummed out, I'm like, good. You know? But yeah, I was watching all the fires. They kept doing press conferences. That's my favorite part of a natural disaster. They just keep doing press conferences. They feel like, oh, the people need the information. But there's no information. Just the mayor comes out in his work jacket. That's all that. That's my favorite part of natural disasters is politicians have to put on their work clothes to talk to the public. like they're out there doing the stuff, you know? Like the mayor of Pasadena put on this like tactical fire jacket. It said mayor on it. It was like he just got down hosing something off. Like, I gotta get back out there, but I just wanted to give you some information. That's my favorite. Like remember, I forget, it was probably like a hurricane or something in Florida, but DeSantis put on his big white boots. Do you remember that? But he was like, is this what working people wear? Yeah. He should fire his whole staff, because his whole staff was like, yeah, that's what working people wear, man. Just white boots, knee-high. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to want to tuck your jeans into those. That's what you should do. And then they come out. I'm one of the people. And they're like, dude, you're not doing nothing, all right? You cut the budget. That's why we're in this mess. So I love watching the press conferences. I love the interpreters. They always have a sign language interpreter next to the press conference. And I don't know, like I've watched so many of them, and they're all different interpreters, and they're all crazy with, like, they're so into it. And it's weird because I've seen people talk in sign language in real life, and it's not like that. I don't know if you've ever been out in public and watched two people communicate with sign, but it's just discreet. It's just, you know, and I'm like, oh, they're speaking in sign language. That's kind of neat. You don't see that every day. But in the press conference, it's just blah, 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 blah. It's almost like condescending. I think like it feels like they're mocking the person talking. Like the mayor's like, we have help coming. Oh, they have help coming. Like it's like their version of an eye roll, you know? Like, there's nothing we could have done to prevent it. She says there's nothing they could have done to prevent any of it. I'm glad you guys laughed at these. Might be easier because it's snowing outside. I don't know. I thought of these on the plane right out here. Man, it's been a wild year. And we just got started. We're like 11 days in. 11 days in, and it's already fires and drones and terrorists. I didn't know they had New Year's resolutions. Did you? We're like, well, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. Like, I gotta do something horrible tomorrow. And you're like, you're not supposed to have New Year's resolutions. That's for us. There's terrorists out there. I didn't know the guy that blew up the Cybertruck in front of the Trump thing. Remember that? I forgot that there can just be bad terrorists. Like, you can be bad at terrorism. Like, he tried to hurt lots of people. He killed nobody but himself. He barely hurt the truck. I think the truck's gonna be okay. I think they're like, yeah, we'll put a new tailgate on it. That'll be all right. Like, that's so embarrassing. I wonder if he's embarrassed, like, in the afterlife. Like, he's like, I wonder if the other terrorists give him a hard time. Like, you didn't even kill anybody. And he's like, I tried. Like, can you imagine that? Like, you give up your life, you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill everybody, then boom, and then all that happens is like an insurance adjuster comes out. Everyone's fine. There's just a State Farm car parked, taking photos, writing in his clipboard, yep, here's your check. You can fix your awning. You'll be all right. It'd be so embarrassing, man. Oh. Yeah, so that's been the year. That's so far. We're 10 days in, and I hope it gets boring quick. I hope every day from here until the arrest just be boring. I'm ready for a good boring year of like, what happened? Nothing. Just weather, and then it was fine. I don't know. We're just gonna keep giggling until it comes here. I'm glad we don't own. That's what I was glad. We rent a place, and I'm like, and the people say don't rent because it's bad. You're throwing your money away, which is true. But if the house catches on fire, I'll be like, well, I'll get out of there. And then once we leave, we're like, I guess we're done there. And then mosey on. Good luck with that, Judith. It's my landlord's name, Judith. She's a nice lady. I don't want her to be stuck with a bill, but also, you know, 'tis the risk of homeownership. But yeah, I've had a great time here. I came in yesterday, and I like it. It feels warm. You guys feel like a flannel shirt. That's what Milwaukee feels like. I've been here like 4 times, and I just feel comfortable. I just want to put on a flannel shirt and get a beer. I want to watch a game. I wish I'm enjoying doing the show, but also if we didn't have a show right now, I'd love to be at a bar looking at a giant TV and just eating cheese curds and having Miller High Lifes. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Like, you guys, Wisconsin is the most alcohol consumption, I believe, in the universe. I think that was an article that came out in the news. They're like, no, we went to other planets, and they're not even close. But here's the thing, though. You guys keep it chill. Like, it's not a wild city. You guys are hammered, but everyone's just, hi. You guys drink like you keep it together, like, because if you don't, someone's gonna make you stop or something, you know? That's how you guys drink. Like, I got a buddy back home. He drinks a ton. My buddy Dane, he drinks a lot, but he's never a problem. And I'm like, how are you never a problem? And he's like, I just don't want my wife to make me quit. So I always keep it together. And I'm like, that's what they're doing in Wisconsin. That's an entire state of people keeping it together. And I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you for doing that. But yeah, had a good day. Went to, I'm not staying at this hotel, but I had breakfast there. I keep getting the name wrong. The Pfister. Yeah, we went over there. I'm not staying at that fancy hotel, but I'm down the street, and I was looking up a breakfast place, and I'm like, I'll go to another hotel to have breakfast. I have no shame in leaving my hotel. And they're like, would you like the free continental? I'm like, no, I'm going to a better one right over there. So I went over there, beautiful hotel. They got the painting on the thing. The restaurant was wonderful. Like, it was very slow service. I think they only had one server, and this poor lady had to work with everybody. And then I looked, and it was like the most elderly restaurant I've ever seen. Everyone was like in their 80s and 90s, and they all knew the server. They're like, oh, yeah, this is my son, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, did I accidentally walk into like a retirement home lunch? Like, what? That's what it felt like. Like, I accidentally, and I'm like, I'm not sure that I'm not. I'm sure they just sat me. They're like, oh, he must be waiting for his Nana to come down from upstairs. Did I walk into the wrong place? Oh, man. But yeah, had a good day. Did a lot of nothing. That's what I did. I thought about going to the gym, and then I didn't. But that counts, right? If you think about it, I packed 2 days worth of workout clothes. Like, I was going to work out yesterday and today. None of that happened. I'm going to be bringing back 2 very clean pairs of workout shirts, and my wife's going to be like, wait, you didn't work out? No, we had a FaceTime call at noon, and that blew my day. I was thinking about going to the gym, and then she called me, and we FaceTimed for 30 minutes. I'm like, well, that's the gym right there. I was going to walk on the elliptical for a minute, That was a big yawn you just let out. Good Lord, did you just get out of work, buddy? I thought you were laughing at me saying, what's that?
I work third shift. I woke up a couple hours ago.
Oh, dear God, you're a real, I'm guessing this was your idea to come here. Give that man a round of applause. He's working graveyard shift.
He works third shift too.
Third shift too.
Why are you doing okay? Oh, you're just genuinely excited to see me, and he works third shift, but it was her idea.
Flipped over.
You just what?
I just flipped over a month ago.
What'd you do?
I flipped over the third a month ago.
You flipped over you're using insider terms with me, buddy. You're over here using terms that they use at the mill, and I don't know that, you're like, I just flipped into third shift a month ago, and I'm like, are we talking about motorcycles? What are we talking about? Where do you work?
The asphalt company.
Asphalt company. You're making asphalt?
No, I'm a diesel mechanic.
You're a diesel mechanic at an asphalt company. Every sentence out of you is more manlier than the last. That is amazing. I thought making asphalt was already manly, and he's like, I'm about to add diesel to it, all right? That is awesome. Yeah, yawn away, buddy. You're doing real work. I'm over here like, I had a headache earlier. If I go down, it's not part of the act. And you're like, I haven't slept since Tuesday, all right? Oh, man. It is the easiest job. I don't know why I complain about travel, because it is just a lot of sitting. If you think about it, like my life, there's not that much. Like I was in bed. I woke up at 4 a.m. I was laying down, and then my alarm went off, and I had to sit up, and then I had to get up, and I had to walk over to an Uber and sit down. And then I got to the airport, had to get up, get onto the plane, then I had to sit down. Then I landed here, I got up, got in another Uber, sat down. Then I got to the hotel, I'm like, man, I gotta take a nap, dude. Listen, I don't know what's going on at the asphalt plant, but that was a lot of sit and stand and sit and stand. Make up your mind, you know? But yeah, it was a good holiday. I very much enjoyed it. Saw my family, hung out with my mom. It was smooth. Christmas was smooth. No political arguments. We did get into a giant fight because I almost paid $3.99 to rent a movie on Amazon Prime. Is that anyone else's family, or is that just my mom? What was that? You would have thought I brought up the election. I was like, let's watch Dumb and Dumber. And she's like, you're not going to pay $3.99? And I was like, why wouldn't I? And she started yelling, just yelling at me. And I'm like, I'm going to pay this $3.99. And then she's like, just buy it then. I'm like, all right, I'll buy it. She goes, $12.99? You're not buying that? I love my mom, but she's, she's old school. She's like, we don't pay for anything. I'm like, you used to take me to Blockbuster. How much was that? She goes, I don't remember. I was like, I think it was probably $3.99. I don't know. And then they charge you more because you didn't rewind. Became a whole situation. Anyway, last thing I want to say is I want to thank you guys for helping me sell out tonight and last night. That meant a lot to me. It's the most amount of tickets we've sold here in Milwaukee. There is someone that's not here with us this time around. One of my biggest fans lived out here, Darlene. What is it? My cat, Happy Endings Cat Rescue. Darlene ran that. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming. Yeah, and Darlene was the president. Yeah, she was the president. And every time I would come to Milwaukee, she was the only fan that would email me every couple weeks and ask me how the tickets were selling. And she'd be like, how are the tickets selling for Milwaukee? And I'd give her an update. She goes, I'll tell more people. And just the absolute sweetest person. And she would come to both shows and she would send shots up and just the biggest fan, such a supporter, such a sweet lady. And unfortunately, she passed away last year. And so she's not here with us, but she would be so pumped to know that we sold out 2 shows. So cheers to Darlene. Excitement. Thank you, everybody. That is such a nice welcome. Thank you. One more time for all the comics you've seen tonight. Make it loud for them. Yes, we're here. A lot of excitement. This is the most amount of TV screens I've ever performed in front of. I love it. There's 9 of them back there, just in case you forget where you are. You just read that, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm here. It's so nice. I love performing at malls, and this is one of the biggest ones. It's one of the biggest ones you can go to. I don't know if you guys know it. Malls are dying everywhere else. And this is one of the rare places it's not. And it's because we need all of them to be like this. All right? We need all of them huge, and we need everything in there. We need to go trap some wildlife. Put it in the middle. You know, that's I walked through today. I got a coffee, and I'm like, is that a sea lion? And there's just a sea lion taking pictures with children. They're like, get up here, or we'll kill you. And I'm like, that's the kind of mall I want to be at, all right? I want a mall where you have options. You have options to bring your family and never see them again. You guys want to go swimming? Great. Dad wants to shoot a gun, and Mom's got a gambling problem. We'll meet at noon. I don't want to see you before noon. What a wonderful mall. I loved it. I love just walking around. My day starts well. Like, I'll be honest with you, I have not been to this club twice. I have not seen Edmonton, all right? I land at the airport, I get in an Uber, and I'm like, I'm not leaving. And for all I know, your air is toxic. I have no idea. I have no idea if I can handle your altitude or whatever. I don't know what's going on out there. Haven't been out there. I'm in the walls of this mall. I'm like a movie from the 90s, just a sad man wandering a mall. It's weird. I'm staying at the Fantasyland Hotel, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy staying there by himself. Everyone there is pretty familyed up. Everyone's got a wife and kids, lots of kids. Everyone that's had at least 4 kids is staying there with me. And I definitely get some looks in the elevator as I go down. They're just like, where's his family? And I'm like, it's just a man by himself with the camera over his shoulder. Because I film my sets, but they're looking at me going, I don't trust that man with that camera. But no, it's such a fun place to start your day. I started with I have a coffee next to the pirate ship. That's what I do. I enjoy a nice little coffee with a croissant while I look at a pirate ship. It's wonderful. I walked around today. They had some a Chinese festival going on, and then they had a modeling contest. You could become a model today if you were feeling like it. If you're like, hey, I need some new jeans, and they're like, models? Get me in there. And you could just prance around. You could become the next top model at the mall. I love malls. Ow. It just feels good because they're dying. And all my stuff on my phone is nostalgia. They show home footage. You ever like stay up late on YouTube and some weird channel comes up like, I have camcorder footage of a mall from 1992. And then you watch that, you just nodded. Hey, you've seen this, right? That's a very sad moment when you click play on that, all right? Definitely when you click play on that video, there is no one next to you in bed at that moment. I've done that at hotel rooms when I'm by myself and I'm like, this is time for this. And I'll watch, but that's what I got to experience today. It was wonderful. You guys have a wave pool. That was so cool. Brought back memories. That's where I first didn't trust my stepfather. He almost let me drown in a wave pool. Not here. This was in Pittsburgh many years ago. I was 4 years old. And I was in an inner tube, and my stepdad, it was like one of our first outings, and he's like, don't worry, I got you. And I'm like, I trust you. And, I was so small that I didn't have enough ass to, like, fit in to the inner tube, you know what I mean? I was just desperately holding on. Like, I didn't have enough meat and so I was just holding on. And the bell rang, and here came the waves, and my stepdad turned around with the first wave. I just slipped through the middle of it. And I was 4, so I was probably only underwater for like a second, but it felt like 5 minutes to me, all right? I came out, and my stepdad looked at me, he's like, you all right? And I'm like, I knew you didn't love me. That's when I learned not to trust, at 4 years old. You guys are so nice. I can tell what your upbringing was and that it was good. Based on that sentence, oh my God, that poor man working at the mall learned not to trust at the age of 4. That's why I like coming to Canada. You guys live up to the stereotype. You're nice. You're nice. I don't take that as a negative stereotype, especially in today's world. I don't know if you pay attention to what's going on in the world. Being nice is the best thing you could be called right now. That's the best. That's the best. And to be fair, the bar has never been lower. I will say that, but you guys are exceeding expectations. In human history, the bar has never been lower to be a decent person. It's like, what? Someone fell and you didn't try to steal his shoes? Who's this guy, Mother Teresa? Oh my God. Did you see that? He didn't assault that flight attendant. Even though they ran out of peanuts. He should have been assaulting that flight attendant. They should have counted the peanuts from before the flight. Man, the bar has never been lower to be a decent person, but you guys are crushing it. Everyone's nice. No questions are asked. Even your customs people are nice. I landed at the airport yesterday and came through, and they're like, what are you doing here? Because it says you got to fill out your paperwork, and I said, I'm here for work. So they're like, what are you doing here for 2 days for work? And I'm like, I'm a comedian. And they're like, where? And I'm like, the big mall. And he just goes, have fun. And he let me through. And I'm like, man, that's what I'm talking about, yeah. In the States, there'd be so many questions, you know? Oh, is there... Let me look at your website. I think you guys put your nice customs agents at the airport. Because you guys, one time I had a rude Canadian customs agent. But it was when I drove across the border into Vancouver. A buddy of mine drove me across. And right before we got there, he was like, right as we pulled up, my buddy's like, hey, don't say you're here for stand-up. Just say you're visiting me. And I was like, oh, why? He's like, no time. And I didn't know we were doing anything under, you know what I mean? And then we went in, and the guy's like, what are you coming into the country for? I'm just seeing my friend. And they're like, who's your friend? I'm like, him. And they're like, where'd you guys meet? And he's a comedian. I met him while I was working in Las Vegas. So I was like, Las Vegas? And he's like, where do you live? I'm like, San Diego. So you were in Las Vegas and you met this man? And I go, yeah. And we became friends. And he's like, now you've come up here to see him? And I was like, yes, I've come up here. And I flew into Seattle and he picked me up and he's driving me across the border. And he's like, well, where are you going to stay? I'm like, at his home. And he's like, where are you going to sleep? And I was like, listen, man, I'm not gay. All right? Like, he was trying to ask 16 different ways if I was having sex with my friend Ed. And I'm like, listen, I'm doing comedy in a bowling alley in Kamloops, and I don't want to pay the taxes. All right? That's what we're doing here. I'm doing comedy at Six Pin Bowling at a bar in Kamloops. Please let me through. There is barely a profit margin in this. I don't have time to cut the government in, all right? That was my first time. That was great. That one went well. Yeah, but I love coming up here. I don't know if you guys have kept up with the news, but things aren't going well where I live. I don't know. You probably don't bother. You have your own stuff going on up here. I don't know. I feel ignorant, but Americans, we just care. We're very narcissistic. We only watch our own news. Every once in a while, there's a typhoon in Italy, and you're like, type what? Whatever. And then we're very self-involved. We're horrible people. So I don't know. The last Canadian news I got was that the truckers stopped. That was the big protest. They're like, the truckers have lost their minds. I'm like, oh my God, are they murdering people? No, they put it in park. That's... Like, in my country, it would be the truckers have murdered everybody. And half the country is like, no, they were trying to kill the truckers, and the truckers are just defending themselves. That would be the story. Some of you more excited than others, but we're here. All right. I like it. You guys really tried to make the noise, but you're like, it's also Thursday. Why don't we calm down? You know, we got work tomorrow. We got places to be. I appreciate it. Look at this big square room we're in right now. I love it. You can feel it. This used to be a Dave & Buster's or something. You can feel it. This was arcade and Dance Revolution everywhere. And you're like, now, comedy. Hell yeah. Everyone's seated like they're serving sausages or something in like a German restaurant. I like that. Nice long shoot. Everyone's just like, yeah, that's the best seating. It's a good laugh over there, or you're choking, or you're oh, it's a good laugh. All right. You never know sometimes. You're like, really got her. Nope, she's dying. All right. You never know. So good to be here. This is, drove down from New York to Philly. This is my first time making that drive. There's a lot of nothing between here and there. I didn't know that. There's a lot of nothing, and they make you pay for the road. Wow, I thought you'd see something, you know? You're paying admission, you're like, oh, we're about to see some stuff. Nothing is what you see. Who came up with that? Whoever lives in that nothing? Is that how that works? They're like, well, we gotta make some money. Like a bridge troll. You want to drive through this nothing? You want to get to Philly? You want to get to Philly? Oh yeah, we'll have a Starbucks. It'll be in the middle of the freeway. You'll pull in. It won't be a real Starbucks. They won't accept your app. You know? It'll be a fake Starbucks. But I like it. It was cool. I like Philadelphia. You never know. Every, we've only been here 3 hours, but everywhere we drove, I'm like, okay, yeah. It's hard to tell, like, which buildings look the way they look on purpose or just from time. You have to give it a second glance. You're like, no, they meant that. And you're like, no, that's an abandoned ship for no reason. Next to a Best Buy. That's where that goes. That's where you... I like that you know what ship I'm talking about. I really narrowed it down with the Best Buy, didn't I? Before I said Best Buy, you're like, well, which one? But, you're talking about the Best Buy ship. Okay. The USS United States. The one that looks like the Titanic. But it didn't sink. It just went out of business. That's all that one did. It's like no one else came on. You're like, park it here. This is where this belongs. But I like it. I like Philadelphia because the first time I came here in 2019, I had traveled to other East Coast cities because I grew up in San Diego. And all the other East Coast cities, they tell you when you're from the West, they're like, all right, be careful because they're rude out there. They'll just come in, they're a little aggressive, so be ready. And then I went to like Boston and I was just waiting for people to be aggressive, and nobody was. Everyone was just nice and like, welcome to Boston. I'm like, all right, I like that. Went to New York, I'm like, no, totally here. And then we came to Philly, and I'm like, there it is. There it is. Here I am, sitting there, terrified of a barista. I went to a nice coffee shop, and the barista was like, what will it be? And I was like, all right, I see what's going on.